Hey, I'm Sam. Principal Bees asked me to do a presentation for you guys on technology management. Like always, I'll take care of it. Let's go inside and get started. Let's not get into all that. Follow me and we will peek in on Mrs. White's class. It looks like they are putting technology to good use. Do you see anything odd? Mrs. White is really getting into that music, but she really needs to be walking around and monitoring the students' use of technology. They could get into all sorts of mischief. Technology is great, but you need to have a backup plan in the event of a techno disaster. Looks like Mrs. White has already implemented the old blackboard today. I know there's something here displaying the rules of technology. Looks like Mrs. White has failed again. Displaying the rules is a constant reminder to the students. What was up with a little girl shaking her tablet like a tech sketch? Students should have a sense of value when using such expensive tools. It's very important. Students should also be in charge of distributing the technology and making sure it is put away. It looks like someone needs to remind Mrs. White the headphones are for kids. That is a better picture. We have books and a blackboard for backup. Devices are valued. Mrs. White monitoring the students without her headphones, and the rules are displayed. Now, it is a good idea to plan your technology usage in the classroom. Use that big brain to learn new tools and teach them to the students. Don't do the same old boring stuff. Using a laptop to answer multiple choice questions isn't enough. Powerful learning comes from passionate teachers who never stop learning.
Hey Sam, you forgot to mention that them teachers need to keep their students busy if they want them to stay on task. That is important, Sam.
Yes, Miss Betty. You are correct. Keeping the students interested is a key point to avoiding mischief. You have a good day, Miss Betty. View this video on the best practices for managing one-to-one Bring Your Own Device classroom.
I believe the next 5 years are so transformational in education. Technology is so important to how these kids are not only going to learn, but how they're going to live. The Web 2.0 tools, the blogs and the wikis and the videos and the podcast, this is what these kids do outside of school. More than ever before, technology has to be in the schools and it has to work. When I looked at Bring Your Own Device and from a pure infrastructure perspective, how we were going to manage the devices, I started thinking about we're using Web 2.0, we're talking about digital citizenship. I think the beautiful part about this solution is I am device neutral. I don't care if it's a DS station, I don't care if it's a Kindle. If you can get to the internet and you can type, bring your device and get us connected. For the equity issues, because we knew that there were going to be equity issues out there, we're doing things like teaming the kids together that have a device with kids that don't have a device. You know, we're a year into Bring Your Own Device, and I really have not heard equity as a barrier to acceptance or learning inside the classroom.
A teacher standing in front of the classroom and lecturing is the way I've always taught, and it worked for a while, but this is intrinsic. It's taking that knowledge and really grasping hold of it, and that's not possible with the old-fashioned type of learning with lecture and no technology.
What we're offering in KDISD is a new way of instructing, is a new way of allowing kids to learn in their own style with their own personal devices. And that impacts education.